Well, good evening, guys. 4/16/2018. Today I want to talk about Putin and Syria. Why is Putin joining with Syria? And listen to this. Why are they saying that Donald Trump is in conspiracy with Putin? And then they say that alternative media is in conspiracy with Russians. We're Russian spies is what they're calling us, which is such bullshit. I don't speak Russian. I don't know any Russians. I don't communicate with Russians. Some of them might comment on my YouTube channels, I guess. I don't know, but I don't ever even answer most of my YouTube comments because most of it is PSYOP stuff. So I really don't even fool with that. But I want to read a quote by Putin. Okay? Now, it's funny. I couldn't find this quote on my computer, but I found it on my cell phone. Okay, Putin. Russia will be a sovereign state. And let me tell you what a state is. A state is a state of mind. Okay? This is all governing of the mental, government. Okay? And the state of mind, the state governing the mind, governing the mental. It just depends on if you're free or not. So let's take a look at gematria and see what we come up with state. There's Jesus, the number 11. There's the moon or whatever, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's the number 8, which is God. So the state is pretending like they're God and that they're Jesus, because Jesus in gematria is the number 11, 9, 11, right? And here we go. Esau and Jacob. Esau was the redheaded king. 46, which is the girl. You know, the sheriff, the X-Men, the Herculeses, the heroes. Everything to do with female, right? And then let's see what they are calling states. Of course, the number 7. Barack Obama is considered a state. White. Prince. Jezebel, a horse. That's where they get the word Horus. Number 15 is always the letter O. Symbol of the female. You're gambling, poker. I'm a dead man. That's very true, because see, if you're a state of mind that you're not sovereign, then that means you're dead. It's very true. So let's take a look at a list of sovereign nations, right? And you'll see that all these nations that the United States is trying to infiltrate, put their leaders in, and gain control of the central banking system, because all sovereign means is that you just might as well just say, hey, the criminal cabal doesn't control this place, right? And in other words, they don't use Federal Reserve currency like the United States. So let's take a look at let's just skip down to the United States real quick. So the only sovereign place in the United States is Washington, D.C. Isn't that funny? Because it's a country within a state. So Washington, D.C., the United Kingdom. There's London. That's where all the money's printed, right? So you could be sovereign and print money, right? And rule over people, or you can be sovereign. You can be against the central banking system, right? So this is the sovereign central. They're claiming that the central banking system is sovereign. Isn't that funny? Now, what is the definition of sovereign? Well, I know what it means, but let's just. So, you won't find the difference between law and religion either. You might want to look at that. A self-governing state No, I'm not looking at sovereignty. Let's look at. Remember, swords cut like a knife, so you better use the right word. There you go. A supreme, ultimate power. So sovereign could mean God, the creator, or God of the flesh. And this is how they trick us, right? So let's see if we find anything in the word sovereign. Oh, we have the word reign. We got the word reign in there, right? Judgment. There you go, right there. So you're either being judged by man or the Creator. So are you a son of man or are you a son of God, the Creator? Might want to think about that. It's funny how they're going to war with Kim Jong-un also, which... Sovereign. Let's see if they're on the list of sovereigns. Should be under what? South Korea, right? North Korea? South Korea should be sovereign. It's not in there. So it looks like the North Korean would be an inside job because they're not a sovereign nation. But is Syria sovereign? Well, I know Syria is, even if it's not on this list. There it is. Where did they bomb? Let's see. Okay. News about Damascus bombing. Yeah. Unbelievable. Let's take a look at... let's see if... We know Iran and Iraq were both sovereign nations, and we were bombing them, right? So let's see... let's go ahead and look up Iran. There it is. Iran, Iraq. Yep. Did they bomb Baghdad? Or Tehran? Let's see. I know they bombed Tehran. So I'm just telling you. There you go. Iran attacks revolutionary blood. Tehran. So they, yeah. Bombing Tehran. So if you go to court and you say that you're sovereign, the judge will try to throw you in prison. Matter of fact, I talked to a police officer, and he told me that they're trained that if you say you're sovereign, to let you go see a psychological counselor. You got to go to a psychological... Yeah, they want to try to say you're nuts because you're sovereign, right? And that's why they're trying to say Donald Trump's nuts, because he's sovereign. Now, Iraq, did they bomb Baghdad? Let's see this. Let's see if there's any bombing of Baghdad. You know? Yeah, 2017. 4 civilians killed, injured in northern... Yeah. So it's either us, the United States, bombing them, or it's, ISIS, which is funded by George Soros, Hillary Clinton, or Al-Qaeda, which is also funded by, the Bushes and things like that. Basically just funded by the central banking system and their puppets. So yeah, all kind of drones devastating Baghdad. Yeah. So yeah. So anytime you look at a sovereign nation, you'll see bombing. I've heard of bombing in Budapest. Now look, here's the Vatican City. They're sovereign, but you don't see any bombing in Vatican City. I mean, if it is, it's a false flag bombing, because nobody's going to... I mean, the power structure is not going to bomb themselves, So that's what it means. It means you're either you could be under the law of man or the law of God, and law and religion is the same thing. That's why we have freedom of religion. Thanks for listening, guys. Hope